Hey guys, today I'm going to show you our lesson plan for this week at homeschooling. I have everything kind of laid out here. So I will show you what I want to kind of get accomplished during the week. Plus they have their normal math books and that type of stuff that they'll be doing. But our theme, don't mind the clicking nails, that is my dog. It's probably going to do that the whole time. Our theme this week is, and last week, and maybe the next week, is seeds and gardening and planting and all that type of stuff. So first I'll show you some of our reading material, and if you want to see more detail about these books, I will be posting a library haul that I kind of talk about the books in more detail. So this is our read aloud that we do every afternoon at Charlotte's Web. We're about, I don't know, halfway through. Every morning we read a little bit out of this book. I got it at Goodwill for like 25 cents or something, so very reasonable, but it has 31 daily devotionals and they're very short and we've really been enjoying them. So we do this every morning. These are the books that will go with our theme, so we'll do like one a day. What blossoms in spring, how a seed grows into a sunflower, seeds grow, seeds go, seeds grow. And then this book we've been reading out of, there's lots of spring poems in the beginning, and we've only read, I think, one. So we'll do those throughout the week, and we'll probably read a couple of little folk tales out of this book. There is an Easter one, so we'll for sure do that one. Okay, so to go along with our planting seeds, that type of thing, I do have some lima beans that we're going to be using. I didn't have any seed packets, but I did have these that I saved from our garden back in 2014. So we'll see if they work for what we're going to do. We're going to do an experiment, and we're actually going to try and grow them. So we're using these two books this week, this Science Center's grades 1 to 2, and then this Learning About Plants. So in this book, let me open the page here, we're going to talk about parts of a plant, and it just has like a little description of what you're supposed to do here. I already photocopied everything out of this book. I don't like to tear stuff out of here just so I can reuse it over again. So I'll show you the pages that I chose out of there. And then Learning About Plants. This book, we're going to be talking about roots, and I do have plans of showing them roots on certain vegetables like green onions, and I'm also going to take some like weeds from the backyard and grass and show them the roots on those. So there's a couple of coloring pages in here that I also photocopied. So these are puzzles. Pardon this nasty, well, it's clean, but washcloth, it has a bunch of money on it. There's a couple of puzzles here that have the parts of a tree and a flower labeled, which we will use in some of our other stuff. These are little books that they'll put together regarding parts of a flower. And then we have these couple of worksheets, parts of a plant. They're going to draw a flower and a tree and label the parts, and Carter will do the writing. Cooper, my 5-year-old, will not. And let's see what else I have here. And then this one, it has, what does it say? Draw the plant part that does each job. So Cooper will like to do that one. And this one here is the one out of the other book talking about the roots. It has some plants or vegetables per se, and some other plants, weeds and such. And they'll color these while we talk about roots and I teach them about that. This here I thought looked really fun. This is, they're going to write their names. So I'll say like Cooper Sprout House, and I'm going to cut this out. I still have to cut some of this other stuff out, which I will do tonight, but we cut this little window out, and then you put a Ziploc bag in here with a paper towel and then a lima bean, and you hang it in the window and you watch it grow. And then it comes with, this little observation log. So day 1 or whatever day, I guess we could start this on day 1 or whenever they notice a change. And then they can either draw a picture or write what's happening. So those are my plans for the seeds and that type of thing. Okay, for Cooper, he is 5 years old in kindergarten. This is his stack. Like, this is what he'll do on Monday, and he has some other books that he'll do as well, but we'll space those out throughout the week. But this is the book he's reading right now, The Garden That We Grew. I think he only has maybe 2 days left of reading this book, but he's been doing really, really good at it. He has some worksheets here. Like, this is what he would do on a typical day. The letter Y, and then we're going to do a weekend update, so he can draw a picture of what he did this weekend and write about it. He does a page out of this book and this one, and then I have these file folders, which I'll probably rotate between this one and the berry patch. But the watermelon picnic has these little watermelons and little Velcro pieces, so he has to count the seeds and then put it on the right watermelon. So I thought he would like that. We're doing lots of counting and adding right now with him. So there's that one. And then the berry patch is matching letters, which these do not appear to be matched at all. They were just stuck in here. Maybe some of them are, but capital letters, lowercase letters, that type of thing. And these are Velcro as well. Then he is going to be coloring some pages out of this jumbo coloring pad. I thought he would enjoy that. And we're going to be using this felt board for some math, along with his jumbo dice and probably some like blocks, like cubes to add them together. And that is kind of what Cooper will be working on this week. And of course, he will have more worksheets and other books as we go through, but that's kind of his core stuff that he'll be working on. Okay, this is Carter's little station over here, and they were playing Play-Doh, so there is Play-Doh all over the table now. But he is at a separate table now. He is 8 years old, he's in 2nd grade, and he is just very easily distracted. So this is his own little table over here, and he typically faces the wall. We just started this last week, so they're back to back now. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'll show you here what he has. So this week he's going, I kind of tried to take away some of their books this week and give them more hands-on stuff. So he's gonna be working on these flashcards telling time. And then he also has these money puzzles. He's doing a lot of adding money and identifying dollar bills and coins. So these little puzzles, he'll put those together. And then this is his stack that he will do on Monday. So these will be his spelling words throughout the week. And I just paper clipped a plain piece of paper. And this is his new spelling menu chart. So he gets to choose what he wants to do, and he'll do one a day throughout the week. He can either write a sentence for each word, he can write his words 3 times each, he can write his words in rainbow colors, write your words with a rhyming word next to them, write your words with red vowels and blue consonants, and write your words in alphabetical order. So I thought that might be something different for him, and hopefully he enjoys that. He also has the weekend update. He has this little warm-up sheet type thing, a little bit of everything on here that he'll be doing. And then this is his copy work. He is copying quotes right now. He just picks one a day, and I gave him a new piece of paper for this week, so he'll do it on there. He does one little section of this book every day, daily math. This is grade 2. So like this is what he will do on Monday. And we don't go off of the days because I never have him do this daily progress record. I just feel like it's kind of a waste of time for him. So yeah, he does that. This is his reading journal. He keeps track of all of his books that he reads. He at least reads one like book a day, and then he does read in the afternoon his chapter book, so he'll log that. This is his language arts book that he's doing right now. He'll just do one little section, just that little top part there, and then for something fun he has a dot to dot to do. He also has his math flashcards that we're doing. He does 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, and yeah, I think that's his stuff for now. Carter also uses this big 2nd grade book. I love these big books because it has every subject. He is almost done. He only has a few pages left in this book. but we are going to be doing a science experiment out of here. If I can find it. This one here says, I think they're supposed to take a seed. They're trying to find out what's inside of a seed, which Carter already learned that last week. He learned the different parts of the seed right here, and he labeled it, he read it, or he wrote it in his nature journal. But, so now we're going to soak a lima bean and then see if we can take off the outside coating and kind of see what's inside. So that will be our science experiment this week. For art, I'm not really sure yet, but I'm either going to let them draw color, like a picture with pastels, or we'll do watercolors. What else? I do have these little cube things here with words on them. I think we might play a little game, just see how many they can get. We'll do that together. And then Carter, I washed a bunch of money, so I'm gonna put that in a bag for him, and he can use that for counting money this week. And this is Cooper's little tray that he has at his desk. There's a little puzzle he can do. There's some Play-Doh and a couple new little erasers that I put in there for him. So that is kind of what our week looks like here. Like I said, they will get new worksheets in each book and new printed worksheets, but these things will spread throughout the week, and they'll kind of rotate through, or he'll rotate through these file folders and some of the other fun stuff that they have. So that's kind of a typical week for us. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye. I almost forgot to show you Colter's busy box that I put together for him for this week. He is 2 years old, so I try to have some things for him to do so he doesn't distract the boys. But I have this little sorting cube, ice cube tray, and pom-poms that he can sort colors in. This has popsicle sticks that he can sort in there, and they're different colors. I just put a couple of foam Easter egg cutouts that we had left over. He has some little Easter eggs, Play-Doh, some animals, and a few books. God Made Earth, these Easter babies, and then this book he really, really likes. It's very colorful, colors, ABC, numbers, bright baby. So that's kind of what he has, and I will probably rotate stuff out and in throughout the week because he is very busy and he likes new things. So that is what I do for our 2-year-old while the other boys do school.